Peace, peace. Shalom, shalom. How my family doing out there? Y'all climb on in. Y'all know it's been going down around here. See how people getting murdered and slaughtered in the streets like we dogs or something. No, ain't nothing new, ain't nothing changed. I really want to talk about psychological warfare. Just really talk about psychological warfare and how it manifests physically and truly make you physically sick. And that's the reason why we're going through what we're going through. Y'all climb on in and let's talk about it. Let's talk about psychological warfare, how it manifests physically inside of your body. And this is what's truly creating your sicknesses, your so-called diseases, your illnesses, you know, just all the mental programming, all the MK Ultra, all the chemtrails, the made up fake food, the dairy products, the meats, the proteins, just the whole entire agenda that these elites are pushing on this earth in these last days are truly deteriorating our bodies, y'all. I mean, down to even our genetic memory. I mean, like so much trauma done happened to us as a people. And we wonder why we're so sick. We wonder why we eating what we eating. We wondering why we don't have the right food to eat. We wondering why we can't get ahead in life. We wondering why we always in pain. We wondering why our thoughts are the way it is, why we emotionally down, why we don't have confidence, why we fear so much. And when you truly look at it for what it is, I mean, we are actually runaway slaves. For real. And when you get down to it, and our adrenals are so shot because our whole life is full of stress, our whole life is full of fear, and our whole life is full of adrenaline, you know, not dopamines. And that's why a lot of our people are so addicted to dopamines and opiums, and so addicted to things that get them high out of their mind, because reality is we've been hunted and killed in these streets. We've been getting hunted and killed in these streets literally for thousands of years now. So I mean, I understand why we do what we do. So I really want to talk about that and just how social programming and psychological warfare pushes us to do certain things, and how we're going to have to buy back into our culture and truly start practically applying our culture to get back to where we need to be at, which was kings and queens in the beginning. That's what we were. We are very healthy. We are very in tune with nature. We are very in tune with our spirituality. We were very in tune with our God. We have lost that due to psychological programming and psychological warfare. And that's the reason why you think it's okay to eat pork all day. That's why you think it's okay to just go around sleeping with anybody, having unprotected sex. That's why you think it's okay to smoke cigarettes and kill your lungs and give yourself lung cancer. I mean, everything that we do. That's why we so much into alcoholism. If you go to the hood, you're seeing them on the crack pipe and to heroin. Who is truly pushing these unhealthy stigmas on our people? Who is truly bringing AK-47s in the hood, Russian AK-47s, when we never been to Russia? You see what I'm saying? Who is bringing Colombian cocaine and dope in the hoods? Like, how is all of that getting here? And you will start to see that it's a diabolical plot on our people, and that's the reason why we so sick. So I mean, we need to be talking about how to come up out of these sicknesses, how to change our conscious awareness, how to truly look at this from a different perspective and dive deep back into our culture and back into our God, back into our food, back into our beliefs, back into our traditions, and you will see that we'll start healing as a people holistically. And you can't mention physical sickness without mentioning the psychological or the spiritual aspect, because we are a psychological and spiritual people before we are anything. So we need to truly tap back into that, tap back into our diets, tap back into our ancient traditions, tap back into our meditation, our prayer, tap back into our uplifting and positive music. These are the things that we truly need to tap back into to truly heal as a people. Inwardly first, and then of course your household, and then we can start sharing these things with one another. But psychological warfare, I mean, what sense do it make to send a plane through the sky and to truly have chemtrails full of chemicals, barium, lithium, aluminum, all these things that shuts down the respiratory system? Huh? Why would you give me food that God didn't create, that you actually spliced and gened and you mix proteins together in a laboratory, then you put it on the shelf for me to buy, and then it alters my DNA? You see what I'm saying? Why give me something that I eat and it tears down my bowels? It tears up my digestive system. Why would you put a TV in front of me and then call it the televisions or the televisions and then put programs on it? And then all it is watering down our culture or who I am as a person and our true identity. You see, all of these things are truly, truly dumbing us down and making us sicker and sicker, and it's attacking our immunological systems. And that's the reason why we are so sick as a people, because we haven't tapped back into the culture yet. And the reason why is because of psychological warfare. So we have to reprogram our minds and truly, truly get in tune to who we were before the slave ships. Why are we so accustomed to what people are telling us who we is? Since when did we do that? Who are you before you came over here? Who are you before the man came over here and killed off all the Indians and all the people that was already here, original indigenous people to the land? Who are you before that? All we know is post-slavery. All we know is diets of post-slavery. All we know is exercising traditions of post-slavery. All we know is a holiday tradition that's post-slavery. You see that? Everything about us is post-slavery. We never tap into the original beings of us when we was kings and queens and gods and we was ruling, living to be over 200 years old. And we need to tap back into that. We need to tap back into that. And that's what all this is about. That's why we healing our people. That's why we healing HIV, AIDS, sickle cell anemia. That's why we healing the mindset of our people. That's why I do spiritual classes. I don't only teach health. Y'all know that, right? I'm a priest. I'm a Hebrew priest. You know, we teach all types of things because holistically, we have to heal holistically. This is not just about taking herbs and changing a diet. This is about changing a mindset and truly, truly detoxing that fear from up out of my people. Because we are, as a people, we are very, very, very fearful nation. And we just letting them kill us down in the streets. We just letting them do us all type of ways, call us all type of things. And we still shop with them. We still buying from all these different peoples. We still letting them in. It is crazy. And then you got our brothers and sisters are out here filming this stuff. You are actually filming the enemy kill your brother or your sister. You are filming them. How scared are you? Huh? How mentally sick and ill is that? And once we start really detoxing our bodies and detoxing our minds, you'll be able to detox your emotional aspects and detox your glances. And this will build back up your spirit. But now you have to tap back into your culture and see who you were before slavery. Who are you before the slave ships? And it's time to take back our power, man. We going off, man. And it's sickening. And it hurts my stomach looking at it. I mean, for real. So let's talk about it. So we're going to answer a few questions today. A lot of people were saying that the videos are too long. So what I want to do is I'm trying to break everything up to at least an hour and a half, because a lot of people are saying the videos are too long. So if anybody on the chat agree with all the emails I've been getting saying that say the same thing, and I even cut them down to 30 minutes to 45 minutes, you know, whatever y'all want to do. Again, it's not about me, it's about my people. We have to be here for one another, y'all. And I don't see that worldwide. There shouldn't be no reason why somebody is doing this while they brother and sisters getting killed. It's going to be 2 dead Negroes, because I will never in my life let that happen. I would never let that happen. And I'm speaking as a man, I'm speaking for myself. It's going to be 2 dead Negroes. It ain't going to be 1 dead Negro and then another nationality cop just getting fired, or another nationality cop getting what they call administrative leave and all of that stuff. No, we finna go to the death for this. And you know what's crazy? When you look out into the animal kingdom, all species, all living species of life fight to the death. All species. A pit bull, they fighting to the death. A gorilla, they gonna fight to the death. A grizzly bear, they gonna fight to the death. But we get offended and we get tortured, we get threatened, we get beat, we get trotted down, and we die. We just lay down and die. We don't do nothing. We're literally letting people kill us. If that's not a mental illness or mental sickness from psychological warfare, then I don't know what is. So let's detox that out. It's time to detox that out. I'm talking about mind, body, and spirit, and truly tap back into your culture, your ancient culture, because we weren't like that. We fought together as a people. We stuck together as a people. We shopped and bought from each other. We wasn't consumers of other nationalities. We made our own clothes. We made our own food. We farmed. We did agriculture. We picked our own. We harvest our own stuff. We build our own homes. We didn't depend on nobody but each other. So that's why when somebody got laid down or one of ours, we coming to get you. Period. Somebody offended one of ours, we coming to fight. We stuck together. We have lost that ideology because our fragmented minds. Our minds just been broken up to so many pieces, and there's so many other different nations and nationalities that got pieces of our spiritual consciousness. So we act like everybody else because we have no identity. It's time to tap back into who you are, my people. Truly. All right, let's get it. All right, so this one says, I went to the hospital. They checked my temperature at work because of the coronavirus. My temperature checked at 93.5. That's pretty low. 93.5. Or the fruits too cooling to my body at this point. It's been over 3 months since I've been on the fruits. Do I need to start incorporating vegetables at this point? For real, I wouldn't start incorporating vegetables right now. Depends on what you're going through. Like you need to go get retested, especially if it's for like herpes. You've been on this for 3 months. You've been on the herbs for 3 months. Go get tested. If you're negative, go and start breaking your fruit fast and do some steamed vegetables, then move into the vegetables. I wouldn't go no further than that unless you do want to get back into eating real good. You need to get back into whole alkaline meals. If I was you, I would never go back to proteins and I would never go back to meat. I would never go back to any of those things. What you need to do is check your basal temperature though, because if it's at a 9.3, that's your thyroid. Your thyroid need to be worked on. I mean, your thyroid is hypo right now, not hyper, but it's hypo. We need to kick that thyroid on to get you sweating and to bring that body temperature up. And that's your basal. So check both sides because you remember you're a bilateral person. So check under your right armpit and under your left and see which one is the lowest. And that's going to tell us what we need to work on and what side of the parathyroid that we need to work on. But that's your thyroid, your parathyroid. Now, anytime you're thinking about alkaline is cooling though. I was just talking to the rib about that, how the healing center, how we want to create a healing center in a winter environment where it's very cool where it's snow at. You know, and she asked me why. She's like, why? And I'm telling her that we trying to bring on cold-like symptoms. We trying to make your nose run. We trying to make you cough up all that phlegm and all that inflammation and all that mucus out of your chest. And the best way to do that is in cold environments. And that's why you see a lot of hot springs in like in the mountains where the snow tops at, because they're really creating an environment that make you create these symptoms that make you think you sick, but it's really you getting rid of mucus and getting rid of toxins and stuff like that. So anything that's alkaline is gonna cool. That's why people say I done caught the cold. When you go out in the cold without your shirt and your shoes on, they say you caught the cold. But what is the cold? The cold is when you have mucus expiration from your body. It's just coming from everywhere. Your nose, your mouth, your ears. You feel like you got the flu. Your body's aching. You coughing up things. It's coming through your skin. Mucus everywhere. You got diarrhea, meaning your digestive system is cleansing itself out. So yeah, fruits do that. I mean, yeah, it could be the fruits or it could be the herbs too. It could be the herbs as well, but I wouldn't stop them. Now, if you go get tested and you negative on whatever you got going on, then of course break your fast and easily ease your way back into your solid foods or what we call your vegetable kingdom. All right. Well, I wouldn't go no more than that. And then since your thyroid is hypoactive right now, meaning it's underactive, get my thyroid and parathyroid tincture and just work with that. Work with that until your temperature, your basal temperature start climbing again. That's what I say. All right. All right. Now here we go. Another one. It says, hi, I want to know what I can take for acid reflux. Okay. So whenever you're dealing with acid reflux, you're dealing with two things. You're dealing with hydrochloric acids and you're dealing with pepsin. This is where you get the word Pepto-Bismol from. Notice when your stomach is very acidic, or you got real bad gas and your stomach feel like it's eating itself up, what do people go to the store and buy? Pepto-Bismol. Well, your stomach's supposed to naturally create these things. It's supposed to naturally create something called pepsin. Pepsin is the what you call the collateral or the even opposite, polar opposite side of what? Hydrochloric acid. These things are created by something called bicarbonate that's produced by the pancreas. So that means the pancreas is not producing bicarbonate to actually keep all of this hydrochloric acid down by converting into pepsin and keeping hydrochloric acid down. Or your cardiac sphincter, which is the door to your stomach and your duodenum, is actually closed from your esophagus. And that's another thing. If that door is not working, and these doors, they work and they open and close off electrical impulses. Now, electrical impulses is dealing with the nervous system. So we already know what's in control of the nervous system and the autonomic nervous system, which is sympathetic and parasympathetic. That's going to automatically go back to the adrenal glands. So this showed me two indications that your adrenal glands is down because your cardiac sphincter, that door that actually closed off your stomach from the top, from the esophagus, and the bottom from the duodenum, that door is not closing properly, and them acids are coming and rising up and coming up out of that, and it's moving up into your heart, or it's getting down into your duodenum, creating leaky gut. You see that? Creating obstructions of the bowels, all types of constitutions and destructions inside of the bowel wall, prolapse colon, all of these things. So what you truly need to do is you need to work on the autonomic nervous system. All right, because you don't tell, look, the crazy thing is, just like you don't tell yourself that you got to use the bathroom, that's a natural digestive process that happens. Just like you don't tell yourself to breathe, that's a natural process of respiration. You don't tell that door, that cardiac sphincter that's inside of your duodenum, and that's at the beginning of your stomach from your esophagus, you don't tell it to open and close. That's due by the autonomic nervous system, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. And that's controlled by what? Hormones and steroids by the adrenal glands. These are what you call melanin neurotransmitters, where they send messages or they focus their energy in a certain part of your body, and these electrical impulses make things move. You see that? So you most definitely need to get my brain, nerve, and adrenal tincture, the brain, nerve, and adrenal capsules, and for real, you need to get the lung tea, because the lung tea got the ginger root, got the turmeric root, got the wild yam root. It got all the things in them that's going to actually slow down the hydrochloric acid. And then you need to clean out that bowel wall. Make sure you cleaning out your digestive tract. Make sure you cleaning out the duodenum. Make sure you cleaning out the whole small bowel duct. Clean all of it out. So get my GI super mover. Get the GI super mover. And most definitely get the brain, nerve, and adrenal capsules, and get the brain, nerve, and adrenal tincture. And make sure you're drinking a lot of cooling things, a lot of water. All right, cooling things. If you can, get you some coconut milk. Actually go to the store and buy the coconuts that you can drink. Don't get it from the bottles, or do not get it from them, what you call them? The ones that's in the boxes. Yeah. What's it, like cardboard? Yeah, and don't get it from the paper boxes too, because there'd be a lot of mold at the bottom of that stuff. So get you some things that's going to cool you down. Remember, alkaline cools you down. Acids burn you up. You feeling burning and inflammation because that's hydrochloric acids that's coming up, meaning that your bowels have been obstructed. We have to cleanse the bowels, and we have to fix that cardiac sphincter door that's at the beginning of the stomach and that's at the end of that stomach. And that's where once that door closed, that sac closed, and then pepsin by bicarbonate comes in and converted to pepsin, it's going to calm all of that acid down. Now the acid can't go nowhere because the cardiac sphincter closed on both sides. So you need to get that moving and working again as well, and that's going to be your adrenal gland. So focus on adrenals and focus on cleansing the gut. All right. This one says Shalom Mishpaka. Well, Shalom Mishpaka. For those that don't know Hebrew, Shalom means peace, or Shalom means peace. Mishpaka means family. I really appreciate the work that you are doing for the healing of our nation. Hallelujah. May Yah continue to Baruch. Baruch means bless you with Zakor. Zakor means memory or recall, intellect. And Shalom. So he said basically, peace, family. I appreciate the work that you're doing for the healing of our nation. May Yahweh, which is God, continue to bless and continue to give you intellect and peace. I have a daughter who is suffering from glaucoma for 4 years. What do you suggest we do, and can it be possibly reversed? Of course, glaucoma is one of the easiest ones you can reverse. I mean, actually think about what glaucoma is. All glaucoma is mucus in the eyes, or mucus on the optic lobe. It's metabolic waste that's been built up on the back of the eye, on the back of the optic lobe, and then it's moving into the eyes. So you have something called the glymphatic system. The glymphatic system is the sewage system of your head. Now, if you got glaucoma, that means you have too much mucus backed up on your brain and backed up in your skull. So we got to get that to drain. The first thing I do is start bringing circulation to upper circulation above my neck to my head before I can start moving these interstitial fluids. All right, now I talk about this a lot, but I'm gonna talk about it again. So whenever you're dealing with the human body, you have two fluids, two major fluids, and it's always blood or the circulatory system, and then you have lymph, which is the lymphatic system. Your circulatory system or your blood is what feeds the body. Okay, so your lymphatic system is your sewage. That's what cleanses the body. All right, you have over 150 trillion cells in your body if you're a so-called Negro, so-called black man, a Hebrew Israelite. You have over 150 trillion cells in your body. If you're a Caucasian or any other nation, you have like a 70 to 100 trillion. All right, but we have 150 trillion. Well, between each of these cells, you have this space between the cell. The reason why the space is between each 150 trillion cells in your body is because blood have to flow through them. And what else? Bloods have to flow through them to transport phytonutrients and trace minerals and things like that to the cells, hormones and steroids to the cells. And then you have the sewage system, or what we call the lymphatic system, that moves through the cells too. What is the lymphatic system for? It's to pick up dead cells. It's to pick up glucose that's been burnt on the cells. It's to pick up damaged cells. It's to pick up metabolic waste that's sitting around the cells. So what's happening is once the kidneys stop working, when the kidneys get backed up, because the kidneys are one of the major eliminating organs of the body that help you eliminate all this metabolic waste that your cells have been created. So once the kidneys get backed up, the lymphatic system start getting backed up. Then after the lymphatic system backs up, the lymph nodes, where the macrophages and the biobifidum bacteria is at, they get backed up. Now, once they get backed up, it starts backing up into what? Your kitchen, or what we call the interstitial fluids of the cells. Now these interstitial pathways are no longer open, so you can't move trash in, nor can you get, you can't move trash out, nor can you get nutrients in. So what happens after that? Agglomulation, things start getting congested. The highways, it's rush hour inside of your whole entire body. You know what I'm saying? It's non-moving traffic. So you can't get no trash out, nor you can get any phytonutrients in. Now, what happens is the mucus. Mucus is a lipid. Mucus is a cooler. It's alkaline, but it's made to take on, it's a proton. It's a electron. It's made to take on protons. So what mucus does, mucus get released by the mucous membrane to come and calm the acids down. That's what it does. Well, when mucus and acids mix and you can't get it out the body by way of the lymphatic system, or the lymphatic system by way of the largest organ on your body, which is your skin or your two kidneys, or even through your digestive system, your anus, hell, if it won't leave, guess what happens? These things, when acid collides with mucus, it crystallizes. When it crystallizes, it turns into cysts. It comes into fibroids. It turns into tumors. It turns into goiters. It turns into calcification. It turns into size. Or you will say, man, I got a sinus infection. Or, man, I know I got all this pressure in my head, but my nose won't drip. That's because these things became crystallized. This is what happens in glaucoma. Glaucoma is nothing but crystallized mucus that's on the front of your eyes. Now, if it's on the front of your eyes, that means it had to come through your eyes, because when you're dealing with the eyes, whether you're dealing with the liver, the kidneys, the eyes, the bone, the hair, the nipples, the belly button, you're always dealing with cells and two fluids and a nervous system to move them. The blood feeds the cells, the nervous system moves and communicates with the cells, and the lymphatic system cleanses the cells. So what is happening? That means that in between your eyes, which I say roughly is about 20 million cells in each eyes. Between these, you have interstitial fluids. Not only do you have interstitial fluid, but you have a blood supply between your eyes, and you have a lymphatic system that's going between these interstitial fluid between the eyes. The lymph has been backed up. Now you're getting a glaze on your eyes. That's nothing but mucus. So we have to cleanse the head, though. You have to cleanse the head. In order to truly cleanse the head, you have to create some type of circulation. So so what would you recommend if the head needs circulation? What would you recommend?
If the head needs circulation?
Yep. That's higher. That's upper. What would you recommend?
The upper tincture. Yep,
the upper circulatory tincture. Yeah. So the first thing you need to do is get you the upper circulatory tincture. That way we can start getting all this congestive muconoid plaque up out of you. We can start getting that circulatory system moving from the head. First thing you need to do off back, get on that website, get the circulatory system. All right. Now we need to work on lymph, because once this goes down, right? Once this goes down where it's hitting, and let's not forget, Let's not forget that these cavities or your eyes were created from your transverse colon when you get into the embryonic sac. And then the embryonic turns into a semiotic baby or fetus. Well, do you realize, let me stand up. Do you realize that your whole brain come from your right side of your transverse colon? That's why when you actually look at an embryo, it's always look like a little seahorse that's bent up like this, right? That's bent up like this. Well, do you know that little tail? That little tail is actually the digestive tract. But what comes from that digestive tract? The liver, the brain, the eyes. You see what I'm saying? So we see that the eyes is directly connected to the colon. And that's the reason why a lot of people can never get drained from the top part, because they haven't drained the colon first. So you need to get on my GI super mover and start draining that colon. And you need to get on that upper circulation. Get on my upper circulatory system high. That way you can get circulation. Then once you start draining, after you start really going to the bathroom and cleansing up your bowels and your colon, once all the obstructions and all that mucus is gone from your transverse colon, now you start getting drainage because that pressure is releasing. Notice once that pressure releasing, you like, dang, I can see more. Now you get my eye break. Go on the website, get my eye break. The tincture ain't up there yet. Because the tinctures are not ready yet. They'll be ready in a few more weeks. But you can download the herb and you can just make it yourself. You can make a tea and you can wash your eyes through an eye cup with that tea and truly get all that mucus out of there. Look, the eye break works so well, right? We put a few people on it. They wake up, their whole eyes was literally closed shut with mucus. They had to pry their eyes open from the mucus flakes because that's how much mucus was coming from their eyes. So they let you know that it's nothing but it's mucus causing. That's all it is mucus causing. So if you're dealing with glaucoma, you're dealing with mucus in the eyes. If you're dealing with cataracts, what is cataracts? Cataracts is cholesterol plaque. So glaucoma is mucinoid plaque. Cataracts is cholesterol plaques in the eyes because the cholesterol is rising too high. Well, same thing as mucus. The only way you're going to find mucus in the body, which is a lipid, it's a cooler. It's going to cool down the body if you find acids in the body. The only way you're going to find cholesterol in the body, which is a lipid, it cools down the veins inside your body, the arteries in your body, if you find acids inside your veins. That's why most people that got high blood pressure have high what? Cholesterol. You see how the body is trying to balance itself out? The body is constantly trying to balance itself out. So cataracts is nothing but crystallized mucus in the eyes. I mean, not cataracts is nothing but crystallized cholesterol plaque in the eyes. Glaucoma is crystallized mucus in the eyes. And that's the way you really get that out. All right. So yeah, that's what you do. You gotta cleanse. You're gonna have to cleanse her gut out though. So make sure you and throw some, man, deworm her too. Put some parasites in there too. Get that parasite elimination, that GI super mover, get that circulatory system high, and get that in teachers and capsule form, and order you some eye bright. We got a few more weeks on our tinctures. We let our stuff sit for months and months. That way you can get the strongest tincture possible. So we ain't trying to release no product that I'm not approving. If I can't say, look, soon as it get to you, it's gonna cleanse you within a few weeks, then I truly don't want to give it to you, because we truly stand behind the name of having some of the best herbs on the planet. We do. We searched out the best herbs, and that's what we give y'all. So if it ain't 100% top notch, the most potent and powerful, we're not gonna release it to you yet. All right, and shalom, mishpachah, my brother who came on here, spoke that Hebrew. Good job. All right, now we dealing with another person. Says, shalom, family. I am a brother who was diagnosed with HIV last year of April. I stopped taking the medication last year in November, even after barely taking it when they gave it to me to maintain it. I have been eating fruits like quinoa, grapefruit, tangerines, lemons, key limes, and vegetables and herbs such as avocado, kale, cilantro, and ginger root. All right, look, even though you eating some GMO fruits, hey, I'm gonna give you a round of applause, man. He straight, look, he said he stopped taking the medicine, he jumped straight on the fruits. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. Look, that's the way to really grab the bull by the horns. The Most High Yah led me to you because I knew that you was healing somewhere, somehow. Even with faith, he who exists. Hallelujah. Now, so even though you got off the medicine, you're on the fruits, you need to get on the correct fruits. All right. What you need to do is go to my website, right? Go to my website. You're going to download my amino acid therapeutic diet program. You're going to need to be on level 3 with this HIV, because all this HIV is, you're dealing with a protein and you're dealing with a parasite that's burrowing itself into your bloodstream and hacking the DNA. All proteins is DNA. Whenever you look at a protein, you get down to what a protein actually is. It's protein cellular markers on the outside of the cell, and on the inside of the cell is either DNA, which they call deoxyribonucleic acid, or it's RNA, right? And this is what truly binds to you. Man, I mean, HIV is easy to heal. Any virus is easy to heal. All you have to do is detox it from the body. That's the only way to get it out. So the package I truly will recommend for you is my amino acid therapeutic package level 3. We actually had a dude from Atlanta. When was that? Last year with HIV? Look, tell them the story. How we healed him from HIV and what happened later.
Well, after he healed from
HIV. Talk louder so they can hear you.
Well, after he healed from HIV.
So look, we got a dude. We got a dude in Atlanta, right? He done had HIV. How many years he had it? Yeah, it was like 12 or 13 years, right? So we healed him from HIV. We healed him. It took about, what, 4 or 5 months? Mm-hmm. We took about 4 or 5 months. We completely healed him from HIV. He didn't have it no more. Negative. After having it for 13 years, y'all, 12 to 13 years. Let me tell you about this brother, man. Go ahead.
He basically healed us back up because he caught something else.
So look. This brother, and I will never mention his name, we healed him from HIV. It took us about 4 or 5 months. He called me about 2 weeks later after the celebration, after he getting healed. Upon his celebration, he done laid down and slept with another woman that caught herpes. Ain't that crazy? It's like we truly need to start learning our lesson. So we heal him of HIV. No bull. Heal him, got the paperwork and everything. He's celebrating because he tests negative. He don't got it no more. He completely negative. His antibodies is all the way down. His T4 cell count, regulated. He don't have it no more. The same night that he celebrated, he done laid down with another woman that caught herpes. Of course, he don't have herpes no more. We got that out of him too. It just lets you really know the mindset of our people. And this is what I'm talking about when I talk about psychological warfare. Truly. Psychological warfare. The very thing that you got freed from, you just went back and got. Now, what is the difference between HIV and herpes? You still dealing with a parasite and you're dealing with what? A protein. So there's truly no difference. Where it manifests itself at, other than that, you're dealing with a protein and you're dealing with a parasite. So this truly just lets you know how mentally ill our people is. And man, I joke with him about it all the time. So I ain't exposing his business or nothing like that. I always joke with him about that. He getting his life together now. He ain't doing the same things no more. So, but yeah, they just show you. So even though y'all getting these healing cases, don't be out here jumping for joy and thinking y'all free and y'all can just go put your penis in anything, or you let your vagina take any penis out there because you don't have the STD no more. You catch other things, and he a prime example of that. All right, so HIV. So what I want to tell you, brother, is get off the kiwi. The grapefruits are good. They're very astringent. Get off the tangerines. Get on the lemons in this case. Most definitely get on the lemons. The lemons are very, very astringent. Since you got HIV, I will recommend them. I usually recommend key limes, but when you're dealing with very, very, very advanced proteins like HIV, very advanced and very, very advanced parasitics like HIV, we need to pull. We need to be pulling in astringent. So get off the kiwi, stay on the grapefruit, get off the tangerine, stay on the lemons, stay on the key limes, and no vegetables at all. And most definitely no avocado. Now, if you start detoxing too fast and you start getting real bad lesions and skin rashes, that means your kidneys are not filtering. So it's trying to go through your skin because the kidneys are not taking the load. Back up a little bit. Now, when you back up a little bit, you can do like kale greens. Don't eat the actual leaf. Juice it. Do kale greens, cilantro greens, and get on my amino acid therapeutic package level 3. Whenever you're dealing with HIV, you have to cleanse the immunological system. You have to cleanse the mucinoid. You have to cleanse the mucosa system. You have to cleanse the skin and all major organs and the blood. If you can cleanse all these systems simultaneously, you have to remove the plaque that's in the stomach, because 75 and 85% of your immunological system and your lymph nodes are actually inside the stomach. Once you remove all those things, give it about 4 or 5 months, you be testing negative. We heal that stuff all the time. You're truly doing nothing but cleansing it from the body. That's all you're doing. Again, you can't. Well, let me quit saying heal. You can't heal HIV. You have to detox it out. You have to detox these proteins out. You have to detox these parasitics out. So that's what you do. All right, I hope that answered your questions. All right, let's see. We got some more. We got a few more. I ain't trying to be that long today, y'all. If y'all keeping up with me and I'm not moving too fast for y'all and y'all understanding everything I'm saying, because y'all type in some nines and we'll keep going. If y'all getting everything down and y'all writing everything down, type in some nines and we'll keep this going. And then I'm gonna answer a few questions at the end of this live feed. I'll answer a few questions. Okay, all praises. Okay, all praise. I'm glad y'all understand. Hallelujah for that. All praise. All right, this one says, hi, my name is such and such and such. I have 2 sons, 2 and 3. Both of them seem to have a cause of a fishy scale disease called ichthyosis, whatever it is osis. So it's inflammation, it's swelling, and that's a swelling of water retention. And they call it AKA fish scale skin disease. It says they skin become dry and thick. So it's kind of like an eczema or what you call like a psoriasis. It says only on the shins of their legs after playing with bubbles after the bubble solution remained on them overnight. This sounds like a chemical attack on their body, brother. This most definitely sound like a chemical attack on their body. What is the chemical factor of the body, family? What are we going to have to go after first? Notice that. So their skin have been messed up and they got these fish scale like cells on the outside of their skin after they had bubble solution stay on their skin overnight. What deals with the chemicals of the body? What is the chemical factory of the body? Anybody got that answer? What deals with all the chemical processes? Let me know. Anybody got it? Remember, I don't only just teach. I have to make sure y'all learning too. So I do quizzes every now and then. What deals with what major organ deal with all the chemicals in the body? I guess some of y'all know it. Nope, it's the liver. So you most definitely need to go. They put them both on my liver and gallbladder tincture. Yes, there you go. Liver and gallbladder tincture. And put them on a liver and gallbladder capsules since they only 2 and 3. What you're gonna do is you're gonna break them capsules up because they're 1,000 milligrams. Break them capsules up, put them in some juice shots for them, and have them knock them back. The 2-year-old probably still on a sippy cup or something like that. Do the same thing for him. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get with me, and I'm gonna give you my skin solve because I don't really want them taking too many things internally because they livers and their kidneys are very young still. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give them. I'm gonna give you a solve that you're gonna rub on them, and then we're gonna give you a baby herbal bath where you soak them, and then you're gonna soak them in stingy nettle, arnica, elderflower, stuff like that, neem leaf to truly start pulling what's all these chemicals that's in their skin out of their skin. While we doing that externally, internally, you're gonna be working on that liver process, and you're gonna be getting all them chemicals that's from that bubbles, whatever that was in that solution is gonna be pulling out of their liver and coming out. And the good thing about the liver, my liver formula is the skin formula. The same thing I'll use for the liver formula is a skin formula because the skin and the liver and the brain all comes from the same part. All come from the same part of the body when you are in the embryonic stage, which is the ectoderm. See, so the ectoderm is your neural tube, your nervous system, your brain, your glands, your skin, your liver. All this comes from that. So whenever I'm cleansing the skin, all these other things are going to be cleansed as well. And the liver is going to be cleansed in the process. So get on my liver tincture, get the liver capsules, break open the liver and gallbladder capsules, put it in some juice that you don't buy actual fruits, and you juice them yourself. You put them in there. That's going to cleanse them with that. And then you're going to get on my website. You're going to get my Tyler Herbal Bath. And with the Tyler Herbal Bath, I'll make sure I send you some skin solve with that. And I say give it a month or two and you start seeing a major difference. Most definitely put them on all fruits. They're 2 and 3 anyway. They shouldn't be on no type of meat anyways. They too young. They shouldn't be on no proteins. They should be on a predominantly fruit diet. And if they're not on a predominantly fruit diet, they need to be on a 90% fruit diet and 10% vegetables, steamed vegetables, stuff like that. And you'll start seeing that go away real quick, family, real quick. All right, what else we got here? All right. This one says, Shalom. My name is such and such. And my husband wanted me to contact you about my illness that you can guide me on what herbs to take. I first want to tell you about my surgeries I have. My gallbladder. My gallbladder. See, them gallbladders are very, very important, but we can work around them. The gallbladder works very, very close and simultaneously with the liver and with the pancreas. You see that? And that gallbladder has a lot of that chyme in there, a lot of that bile inside of there. And that's how bile gets from the blood cells to the liver, back to the pancreas. The gallbladder is actually the part of the lymphatic system that helps cleanse the liver and that helps cleanse the pancreas. You see what I'm saying? So the gallbladder is very, very important. So she had her gallbladder removed, a hysterectomy, and her tonsil removed. Tonsils, again, these are part of the lymphatic system. Tonsils are nothing but big ass lymph nodes in the throat that helps truly cleanse the chemicals and that acidic ash from your mouth. Okay, so she had those removed. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto, that is a thyroid disease. And autoimmune disease, which I don't believe in, no autoimmune disease. Anytime you have an autoimmune response, that is your body creating symptoms to try to cleanse your body. That's your body throwing itself into a detox process, into a detox mechanism. That's all they call autoimmune. They don't know what it is, so that's what they call it. You have an autoimmune disease. It's like, no, your body is cleansing itself. All right. It says, man, that's deep. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease and autoimmune disease, which in turn is hypothyroidism. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Okay. So hypothyroidism is that thyroid is down. That thyroid is underactive, meaning that her calcium utilization is done. And when the calcium is not being utilized properly, that's messing with your bones, that's messing with magnesium, that's messing with iodine, that's messing with your mental stability, that's messing with your emotions. All of your happiness, all of that is controlled by the hypothalamus gland, the pituitary gland, and last but not least, the thyroid and the parathyroid. You see that? So we most definitely need to get her thyroid up and running. If I were you, I would most definitely get my essential glandular kit, and it ain't nothing but $300. If you can't afford that, you need to start off with the thyroid and parathyroid tincture, and you need to get on my foundation 4s that's dealing with the phosphates, the carbonates, the iodines, and the bromines. These things really, really strengthen the thyroid and get the thyroid back working properly, and it bring it up a whole lot. And whenever you're looking at the thyroid, what is synonymous and that's working with the thyroid, that's keeping the electrical impulses in the thyroid. That's a part of the autonomic nervous system. Again, you don't tell your body when the temperature goes up and when the temperature goes down. You don't tell your body to regulate calcium and to utilize the calcium and the iodine and the selenium. What steroid maker or what steroid creator is doing that? That is your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands. So you need to pay a lot of attention to your adrenal glands. So if I was you, I would get the essential glandular kit, because it comes with the adrenal gland kit. It's going to come with the thyroid and the parathyroid. It's going to come with your purple raw sea moss that have all these minerals in there, especially that calcium, that magnesium, the sisters in there. It's going to really get up in there and kick that thyroid up, because the thyroid is the gear shift to the body. All right. The thyroid. I mean, what's the point of having a car if you can't put it in park? What's the point of having a car if you can't put it in reverse to bag out of the driveway? What's the point of having a car if you can't put it in drive and get to where you need to go? That's your thyroid. That regulates a lot of things in your body by way of the pituitary gland, and it gets its neuron melanin transmitters from the adrenal glands. So we need to be going after all the glands. This is a glandular problem. It's not just your thyroid, sister. This is all the glands in your body, and we need to get them back online. Whenever you're dealing with glands, the only fruits you need to be on is grapes and berries. I'll be on a berry, blueberry, blackberries, goji berries, salpato berries. That's going to be very, very good. And it's going to be very, very energetic for you. We need to bring in the most energetic foods ever. And that's going to be your fruits. It's going to be your fruits to actually get that thyroid back up and running. And you need to watch out for goiters too. Make sure you're not building too much mucus and your calcium is not being utilized. So you want to make sure that calcium is not just sitting on that thyroid and bulking up on you. All right, so watch out for goiters as well. It says, I have episodes of severe joint pains. And the reason why you got severe joint pains is because you're not utilizing the calcium, because you're not producing calcium nor vitamin D. And that's the reason why. It's because your thyroid gland is down and your parathyroid is down. So I understand that. Once you start getting that calcium back in you, that calcium is going to start leaching on to other minerals and iron phosphate, and it's going to start distributing that and oxygen throughout your body. And this means that your lymphatic system is down, of course, because what's obstructing and what's burning that down anyway, what's keeping it hyperactive. See, this, what you're going to see is when you start getting into acids, acid makes things hyper at first. Then after that, it starts eating up the cells. When it eat up the cells can't perform no more. So whenever you're performing very fast and you run out of gas, you become what? Hypo. So whenever you get into a hypo stage, you get into a degenerative stage. So we need to bring that back up. That means the acids is really tearing up your thyroid. So we got to get that lymphatic system moving. We need to open up kidneys. We need to open up your skin. We need to get you to sweat. If you're hyper, remember what brings up your temperature, your thyroid, your parathyroid. You need to get you in a natural steam sauna and start sweating. Do you some light workouts, to anything. You need to be sweating every chance you get. And you most definitely need to be on my essential glandular kit. That's what you need to be on. I have dry eyes as well, which can be very severe also. That's because you're not hydrated. Makes sense. You're not hydrated. And that's because all the acids burn water. Notice if you look, let me show you how acids work. If you put a pot of boiling water on the stove right now, and you turn it up to its highest degree, and you leave it there for 2 hours, is the water still going to be left in the pot when you get back, or is that pot going to get burnt to a crisp? So that's the reason why you having dry eyes and your eyes are burning, because the acids are truly boiling up all the hydrogen and the oxygen inside of your body. And that's what's causing the corrosiveness to your thyroid and to your parathyroid. So you need to rehydrate as well. You need to be kicking at least 60 ounces of spring water a day if you're not dealing with any type of edema, lung disease or stuff like that. Get a lot of waters and liquids in you. I just recently, lately every morning I've been coughing up green phlegm. That's good. All praises. See that? Lately every morning I've been coughing up green phlegm. Now, the thing is, the reason why you coughing it up is because it's coming directly from what? Your thyroid. Your thyroid sits right dead center in your throat. Right beyond that is your thymus gland. So what is you coughing up? You're actually coughing up the metabolic waste and mucus that's sitting on the thyroid. So don't suppress that. Keep coughing it up. Keep coughing it up. Keep coughing it up. Keep coughing it up. And that's going to clear up that thyroid, and that thyroid to be able to cool itself down and rehabilitate itself. We had thyroids grow back. You know, the thyroid and the liver and all other systems of your body have the capability of truly regenerating itself. It's where you get resurrection from, regeneration. Straight up. All right, it says, just recently, maybe a few months, I have noticed a anal discharge. Good. Her body is eliminating this stuff. Now she got an anal discharge, y'all. She actually got mucus coming from her anus, coming from her butt. This is good stuff. Don't be scared about this. Look, what you need to be scared of if it's not discharging, if it's staying in you, because these acids are very destructive and corrosive. They will eat you alive. So it's good that they leave it. Get on them herbs that I told you, and it's going to all leave your body. Discharge that is pretty wet, and it's pretty wet back there. You need to check too for Crohn's. Make sure you don't got no type of Crohn's disease going on, and that lets you know that you have a prolapsed colon, probably like in the sigmoid colon somewhere. And the sigmoid colon is directly connected to what? The pituitary gland, because they came from that same embryonic sac. We have to get into the semiotic and the embryonic relations, y'all. We're doing a whole lecture on that soon. I mean, it's gonna make you understand healing so well. My vitamin D levels are low, and I take vitamins, of course, because the only way you can actually convert, you need tritryptophan, you're gonna need parathyroid, and you're gonna need thyroxine, which all comes from the thyroid, to convert that sulfur that you get from the sun to vitamin D. Vitamin D is directly associated with you being happy or not. So you're probably very, very down and depressed right now too. And I wonder what your weight is, since your metabolism and your metabolic ranges are hypo like that. You probably overweight too. I want to know your weight. But that's what I recommend you do. Most definitely get my essential glandular kit. That's gonna come with the autonomic nervous system, which is the brain, nerve, and adrenals. That's going to come with everything you need to truly cleanse out your bowels. And we're just going to pay attention to them glands. And the thing I like about the central glandular kit is not so harsh on the body. It don't go in and attack like the rest of the herbs. My herbs are very, very potent, but my glandular herbs are full of berries. So they're very smooth. They're very calm. They calm things, but they have a lot of energy in it too. So it's very energetic as well. They wake things up. But I mean, you ain't going to have mucus coming from everywhere. where you ain't gonna have skin rashes. It ain't gonna throw you into a detox crisis immediately. It slowly cleanse the body and awaken things, especially the nervous system and things like that. So that's what you need. The central glandular kit and all fruit diet, of course, because them your most energetics. That's gonna wake that thyroid and parathyroid back up, and most definitely get you some sea moss. Get you some sea moss too. That way you can get the iodine in you, and the 4 elements. The 4 elements have the phosphates, carbonates, iodides, and bromides, and that's exactly what the thyroid and the parathyroid need. You'll look up a few months later, you won't have Hashimoto's disease no more. That's literally how simple this thing is. Literally. All right, this one says, y'all getting this understanding so far? Shalom, shalom, my brother Corey. Pastor Corey in the building. Shalom, shalom, my beloved brother. Y'all getting this so far? Type in some 9s. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Remember, this is for y'all, not for me. I advise y'all not to ask no questions right now because I'm not going to answer them, because I'm answering questions for people that have been on the site, people that actually go into the site and going the right way. You know what I'm saying? These are people questions. Then I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes at the end of my live feed, and I'll pick a few questions to answer. If you want questions to be answered on my Tuesdays or Wednesday live, the best thing to do is to sign up to my website, which is at the top of this thing. It says, join to be a private member now, www.yahkiawakened.com. You go in, you sign up under your government name, you put a government signature that I can read, signing over your nature that I can read, right? Then I accept you, and you can ask any questions. If I don't answer it right back within 48 hours, I most definitely answer it on one of my Tuesday or Wednesday lives. All right. Now let's read this one. All right. This one says, my mother has been a smoker since she was in her 20s. Ooh, she is now close to 70. Can y'all imagine how much tar and plaque is on them lungs? Huh? I'm going to tell you off back, you need to get her my respiratory kit. You need my respiratory kit immediately for her. The respiratory kit. That's going to pull all that tar and pull all that plaque and all. It's going to pull all that corrosive acids out of there. You know, because smoking is very, very, I mean, these are carcinogens. They're cancer causing, period. Because you're literally lighting up something. You're creating an acid or a flame, something that's going to inflame you. Remember, that's all inflammation means. It means something is heating up, something is hot. It's inflamed. The flame is a fire. Imagine smoking flames. You're smoking acids. So, man, that's going to really, really dry up the lungs. That's most definitely going to suck all the oxygen out of the lungs, and it's going to suck all the hydrogen and all the water out of the lungs. So, let's read it, though. See what she say. My mother has been a smoker since she was in her 20s. She is now close to 70, and it's killing her. She wants to stop, but she don't know how. This is addictive behavior. You know, this is addictive behavior. These are, when you get into that, you're dealing with the spiritual realm. You're dealing with certain type of low frequency thought forms, or what they call demons. She might need to have hands laid on her and get prayed over. We can cast them out. Also, she's going to need certain types of bitters that's going to quench that. That's going to quench that and going to stop her from smoking, like quassia chips. Hand me them quassia chips so I can show them that right quick. Quassia chips is very, very good for that, and white oak bark. White oak bark. Whenever you get into addictive behaviors, you have to get into the bitters. The bitters is what's really going to draw and pull that out. Because again, what is addiction? Addiction is dealing with the glands. It's improper balances in the glands and these hormones and steroids, opiates and dopamines and adrenaline. All of these things coming. This is what gives you addictive behavior in the first place. Now, this is what we use for our addiction: quassia chips or quassia wood. And these these jokers ain't no. I don't know why a company, look, they got sticks in them. They just putting the whole trees in there. I don't know why a company been sending them so big lately. They usually be smaller than this. But quassia chips, y'all, this really truly will help you with your addiction. And white oak bark. White oak bark. You don't gotta get it. And white oak bark. That's what's gonna help you out with that addiction and prayer, meditation, and laying on hands, casting these devils out, because that's that addictive behavior anyway. It's these low vibrations, these low thought forms. That's what causes addictive personalities. What is she actually addicted to inside of the cigarettes? She's addicted to the alpha bomb, and she's addicted to the cigarettes. she's addicted to the sugar inside the cigarettes. What are you addicted when you into alcoholism? You addicted to the sugar that's in the alcohol. When you have a sweet tooth or you addicted to a lot of candy, you addicted to the sugar in the candy. So she have a sugar addiction. You need to put her on some quassia woods and get her on my 3 bitters and get her on my parasite elimination. I bet you, I can guarantee you she have parasites in her all out through her body. And I bet you they like fluke worms, pinworms, and hookworms. And these things actually sends out certain types of chemistry through the body that make you addicted to certain things. All parasites are demonic forces, period. Especially for my people that know my teachings and they get on the spiritual level with me. There's no difference between a parasite and a demon. It's the same thing. It's a low vibrational leech or thought form that needs a host to survive. And it sucks all your energy and it prives all the ruach, all the spirit from you for it to survive while killing you in the process. And that's what's going on with your mother. Most definitely get on the quassia chips. I actually have quassia chips inside of my 3 bitters. So what I would do if I was you, I would get her on my my respiratory system kit. Get on the respiratory system kit and buy some 3 bitters with it. That's what I would do. That's what I do. All right, and change her to don't put her on all fruits. Don't put her on all fruits because she's a little up in age. You don't want to get too much energetics from her and she can start spazzing, you know. And we got to put on some antispasmodics after that. So we don't need to do that. Put her on an all raw diet, raw vegetables and raw fruits and certain vegetable soups here and there while you cleansing her. That's what I would do. It says, how can I help her? I just told you how to help her. It says, and I am a 27-year-old mother of 4 who weighs roughly between 100 and 105 or less. I would like to know how to gain weight. Also, my 2-year-old son, who will be 3 in June, and my 5-year-old who will be 6 in December, since seems to be not gaining weight either. Okay. So the best thing with weight. Now, if you're dealing with weight problems, Queen, if you're not gaining weight, remember there's 4 stages. There's 4 stages to all things, right? These 4. Make sure I'm still live. Am I still live? Am I still live, y'all? Type in some 9s. Just send me a message. Type in some 9s and let me know if I'm still live. Type in some 9s, family. Am I still live? Or we can keep going. We left off talking about weight. We got people that can't gain. Okay, perfect. All right, so whenever you can't gain weight, you're dealing with what? It's 4 stages to healing. It's 4 stages to creation. It's 4 stages to everything. It's digestive. All right, the digestive system. Always pay attention to the digestive system because that's how you getting all your phytonutrients, right? It's absorption. After you digest this food, you digest it, or you absorbing the phytonutrients. Then it's utilization, or you utilizing these minerals, or you utilizing the phytonutrients, and it's going throughout the body. Then once it goes throughout the body, this causes a byproduct of elimination. And these byproducts have to be eliminated because your cells eat, poop, and sleep just like you. Now, what would her problem be if she's not gaining weight? Would her problem be her digestive part, or would it be the utilization part or the absorption part? Which one would it be? Y'all guessed it right. It's her utilization. She's not utilizing what she's taking in, meaning that we have to clean out her digestive tract. We need to clean out her 2 little boys' digestive tract. Then we got to rebuild that villi that's inside of that duodenum or that duodenum, inside of that ileum and that jejunum, which is the digestive system, the small intestines. We need to clean that out. We need to clean these things out, and we probably need to get some biofilm bacteria back in there to help break down these foods for her blood capillaries, and the bacteria can take them and send them throughout her blood. So she have a utilization problem, and since she can't gain weight, she have what? What is in control? What glands of the body is in control of the metabolism? Yes, the thyroid. So we need to go after that thyroid too. She need to check her thyroid. The best way to check her thyroid, sister, you need to check you and your sons. Check them basal temperatures. If they don't need to be below 97, well, 5 and 6. Yes, same thing with you because they getting big. They don't need to be below 97 and they don't need to be above 99, period. And we need to really, really check them glances and get them glances up. Another thing, we can bypass that while you're healing. Now, the thing is, if you look out into the fields, right, especially with horses, when horses are losing a lot of weight, if you go on any country farmland, when horses start losing a lot of weight, what do they give them? They give them alfalfa leaf. Alfalfa leaf. When pit bulls need to gain muscle, what do they give them? Alfalfa leaf. When gorillas need to gain muscle and gorillas feeling sick, They eat grass or they eat what? Alfalfa sprouts. Go get the alfalfa leaf. So this is what we use for anybody that can't gain weight, or people that we put on all fruit diets and they thyroid just get shot down and we need to bring back up their weight. We put them on alfalfa. So I recommend you go on the website, you buy you some of that alfalfa, and you most definitely all of y'all need to get on the essential glandular kit. The children can take the same thing as you. Just buy 3 separate packages of them, and then you're gonna give them the herbs according to their weight. This is that alfalfa, one of my favorite herbs. Full of calcium, full of magnesium, full of selenium. It got a little bit of gold and yttrium in it too. Very, very good. Very, very good. This will put some muscle on your body. And this is nothing but simple amino acid structures, full of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. No proteins in this deal. Simple proteins, or what we call simple amino acid structures. Simple. Take it as a tea. Take it as a tea and make sure you're eating some good fruits with it. You will gain weight quick. How y'all think gorillas are big like that? How you think gorillas got all that muscle as they do? So that's what you need to do for real. And you need to be most definitely looking at that thyroid, get the essential glandular kit, go after that thyroid. If you're not gaining weight, that means that thyroid actually probably is hyper. So I wouldn't want to target. If the thyroid is hyper, you never want to target the thyroid alone. You always want to go through all the glands and build it up, because you can get it so hyper that it'll burn itself out. It can burn itself out, and then what's happening? All that calcium that's being produced by the parathyroid is gonna start. That calcium starts leaching and burning onto the parathyroid. Now they got goiters. You start seeing tumors right there. So whenever somebody got hyperthyroidism, you never want to go directly after the thyroid. Go after the other things that controls the thyroid, which is the adrenal glands. You see that? Which is the pituitary gland, which is the pineal gland. Go after the whole gland as a whole system, and then you'll start seeing that thyroid either start regulating itself or start its breaking down and rebuilding or regeneration process. All right. What else? It says It says, since not to be gaining weight either, only getting taller, the pediatricians was concerned about their weight gain and me to give them vitamin D, considering that they have belly problems. They don't need vitamin D. They don't need vitamin D. Take them and sit them boys out in the sun. You as well. Go get in the sun. We come from the sun. We are the natural beings on the earth. We are prokaryotic cells. You need the sun. The sun will help you create that vitamin D. Get in the sun at least 2 hours a day. All of y'all need to be in the sun. Don't be sitting in the basements all day. Make sure if you're in your house that the windows are open. Get as much air and sun as possible. As much as possible. All right. It says vitamin D and milk. Don't drink no milk at all. Milk is one of the most very corrosive, acidic things you can put inside your body. If that milk is not coming from a plant, you bet not put it in your body. Milk is one of the #1 cancerous causing. Man, these things are carcinogens. They are cancerous causing, and you will have phlegm coming out of nowhere. All you got to do is go to an ice cream parlor, go to a milkshake parlor, go to a milkshake restaurant and listen. Just all you got to do is close your eyes and listen. Everybody's coughing, everybody's sneezing, everybody's because it's very, 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 very stimulant to the mucosa membrane. You want to create mucus and you want to suffocate some cells, drink you some milk. And it is scientifically proven that black people, so-called Negroes, are allergic to milk. We're not supposed to be having it. Not supposed to be having that at all. Period. The only milk that we're supposed to be drinking from a human being is from our mother's titties, and it's called galactose. Galactose. After we are weaned from that tit, we don't need that milk no more. Now we can move on to milky substances from plants, but never go back to another animal for milk. Never. It's very acidic. You're literally drinking the pus and mucus and the lymphatic system of another animal. That's all it is. That's all milk is. It's the lymphatic system of another animal. Period. What you think the milk is of a mother? The baby is drinking of the lymphatic fluid. That's why it's very bad to have cancer or to have any type of real bad diseases and to be breastfeeding your child, because they're sucking on their lymphatic system, getting the colostrum, getting all of these things that they need to rebuild their skin and to rebuild their mechanism. So we have to be very, very careful with that. No milk. Milk is like the plague. Run from that. Almond milk is not okay. Almond milk got salmonella in it. Almond milk is not okay. What milk you recommend?
Hemp milk.
Hemp milk. That's the very, very best milk that you can put in your body. Hemp milk. coconut milk. You see that? Walnut milk. These are the good milks you need. These are the milks. And these are the milks that's closest to the black woman's breast milk. These milks I just mentioned. All these other milks don't even have the chemical makeup to build that baby up. Why do you think the white woman in slavery used to put the black slave women? Look, they used to straight give the babies to the black slave women, the black bond women, for they can breastfeed their children, because the black woman has some of the most strongest nutritional milk on this planet, because it's full of prokaryotic cells, not eukaryotic cells, but simple amino acid structures that are the true building blocks of life. Because all human beings came from the black woman. And this is not racist. This is scientific fact. Scientific fact, y'all. So yeah, most definitely. But you can't be on that galactose too long, because it starts becoming a polysaccharide. Too many complex sugars, and even that milk, too much of that milk, too much of galactose. A baby on a tit after 4 gonna have the same respiratory problems, coughing up mucus all the time, because you literally sucking on the lymphatic system of whoever you getting this milk from. You sucking pus, mucus, and blood. That's what you sucking out. Let's keep it real. That's why they have to dye the milk. You know what do y'all understand the color of cow's milk and of lamb and goat milk when it come out? Yes, lamb and goat milk is less acidic, but it still leaves an acidic ash when you're done with it, when you're done talking. But look, it comes out pink and with red blood clots in it. They have to dye it white. It don't look like that before it comes to the stuff. Man, that stuff look crazy as hell before they prepare it and process it and then put it in their jugs and carts. Stay away from that milk. Bang, bang, bang. All right, on the milk, belly problems. I answered that. Movement typically down today. No soy milk. Soy is very bad. Soy is very, very bad. No soy. Soy actually sucks. Soy sucks out iron phosphate from your body. Iron phosphate is the mineral that you need. So every race on this planet is 12 root races. Out of every root race have a mineral. Your mineral will be iron phosphate, so-called black man, black woman. If you are so-called white man or white woman, yours is zinc. You see that? Yours will be zinc. If you are so-called Chinese man or Mobile, or yours is selenium. So whatever you're dominant in, that's what you need in your body. Soy directly attacks and attaches onto iron phosphate in our body and bring it up out of our body. And that's why you see sickle cell anemia, leukemia, and all these other diseases popping up out of nowhere. Remember what I'm talking about, y'all. This whole thing is talking about psychological programming, psychological warfare. Why do you think milk is good in the first place? Who taught you that? Oh, your damn lying ass, murdering ass government. That's who taught us that. Remember the food table with the milk and the cheese? Yeah. Man, that stuff is killing our people, killing us dead in the streets. Literally. Yeah, the food pyramid that they taught us in these lying ass schools. Look, we have to really, really see. Look, the same people that are putting you in slavery, killing you in the streets, is the same people recommending the food to you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Psychological programming. This is warfare. We have to start thinking here, y'all. And look, we make good milk around here. What you make? What you make? I eat banana ice cream all the time. I eat sea moss milkshakes made out of hemp seeds. Look, we eat good around here. Eat good around here. I ain't missing no meals. I ain't missing not one meal. Guess what I don't eat? I don't eat meat, proteins. I don't eat dairy products. I don't eat yeast. I don't eat none of that stuff. And I ain't missing no meals. Look good. I ain't missing no meals. Showing you that they are lying to us. They're lying, y'all. It's all lies. All lies. All right, we're going to do a few more. I'm going to get up out of here because it's 9:12. I'm going to do one more. All right, I'm going to do one more. It says, hi, brother. I am ordering the iron phosphate tincture today for my wife who has very low iron. Just talking about that. Ain't that crazy? Will this product help her hemoglobin? Now, remember, what is heme? Heme is the iron part. That's the Fe, that phi. That's that heme. Heme actually breaks down into bilirubin. Globin, that is a protein. So all hemoglobin is iron, is an iron that's attached to amino acid structure. All right. So will that help? Of course. That's what it's for. The iron phosphate is full of that. I mean, it's full of all the plants. What we did was we searched and we got all of how many herbs we got in the iron phosphate? Like 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like 16 of the best herbs high in iron phosphate. I mean, the highest concentrated phosphate ever, and we made tinctures and capsules out of them. So, I mean, we done healed so many people with sickle cell anemia and leukemia and iron diseases from this. Is crazy. So most definitely, that'd be a good start for her. If you truly want to get her done, get my blood builder and iron nourisher kit though. Blood builder and iron nourisher kit, and that'll truly help her out. All right, that's been an hour. I answered 3 questions on here, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta kick it with my brother before he leave back out of town. So most definitely want to spend time with him. All right, let's get it. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? And look, if y'all need y'all questions answered, make sure y'all go to the website, sign up. Make sure you use that right signature, and then I can answer them on my Tuesday live. My big bro Nehemiah, what's up with the Kamya, my brother, my beloved brother. All right. First one I got is Susie Q. Can you stop eating acid food? Can you stop eating acid foods, cold turkey, and start taking cleansing herbs and rebuilding herbs and still get the benefits without first detoxing? Yeah, the herbs or detoxing. So I'm glad you asked that question. Let me show that question on the live. So this is Susie Q. She said, can you stop eating acid foods, cold turkey, and start taking cleansing herbs and rebuilding herbs and still get the benefits without first detoxing? First thing we have to do is, what is detoxing? When you stop eating anything cold turkey, your body automatically brings itself into a detox. Soon as you start eating the fruits are going to detox you way before you get the herbs. The fruits are detoxing because they have the flavonoids, the curcumins, the tannins, all of these chemicals that these products of life that Yahweh created to help you cleanse the body. So automatically you're going to start detoxing anyway. Now, once you add the herbs are just the energetic botanicals that helps the fruit cleanse and sweep and plumb the body. So of course. All right, who else we got here? Okay, say Thomas. So since I've been breastfeeding for 9 months with cancer, what can I do to cleanse the baby out? For real, like I said, what I would do with you, sister, and we called you today, sister. What I think you should do is find another alternative to feed that baby. I would not be breastfeeding that baby with breast cancer. It's a lot of different alternatives here. I gave you a call. We left you a message. Give us a call back tomorrow, and I will give you the sources where you can actually find the alternative other than putting that baby on your breast, because what you're doing is you passing that lymphatic system down to the baby constantly. You don't want them dead cells reaching the baby. So make sure that when you get in contact tomorrow, I did call you though. Check your voicemail, sister. And I told you what herbs to start taking at first. So make sure you get on them herbs immediately. All of that is in your portal too, inside of the website. And this is a good thing about the website, y'all. We got constant communication back and forth through the portal, through that chat inside the website. All this information is between us and staff and you. It's not all in the world. It's none of that. So that's the good thing. You can directly connect us through the website. It takes up to 48 hours for us to get back to you. But we always answer the questions, don't we? Always. What was the other question? The eye bright is under whole herbs, y'all. Go into shop, go into whole herbs. The eye bright is under there. I'm answering one more question. I have hyperthyroidism, severely anemic, over 16 fibroids. Over 16 fibroids, 1 kidney left because of cancer growing, 2 cysts, stomach and groin, constantly even when I eat, growly, constantly when I eat. That's not a growling. That's actually a release of acids. Blood pressure runs low from 100. Whew, you're getting down there. Yeah, licorice root cyst off back to look, her adrenal super down. 100. Look, she 100 systolically. She's 100 diastolically. She's 64. Yeah, then she said she ran from 100 to 113 to 72. My hair does not grow and my nails are brittle. Nails, meaning you're losing calcium. And the reason why you're losing calcium is because you have hyperthyroidism. Now, remember, your parathyroid is what utilizes the calcium, and they're brittle. That's calcium all day. Sometimes my toes are cold. That means you need to get on my lower circulatory system. Am I still live? Type in some 9s. It just kicked me off. I'm back in though. Am I still live? If y'all can hear me, type in some 9s. Check and make sure I'm still live. Let me see. I don't know what the hell just happened. All right, I'm back. They said I'm back. All right. See, y'all know they be messing with me, man. They just be cutting my stuff off. All right, I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. All right, so she have hyperthyroidism. Now notice, see, this is why we have to start healing holistically, and we have to start putting these things together. Notice Gabrielle, hyperthyroidism, and she's severely anemic. We know automatically that the thyroid and the parathyroid is what deals with the utilization of calcium. We know that if you severely anemic, that deals with iron phosphate, meaning that she have a blood disorder as well, meaning her blood is not building properly. So this means she have a what? She have an absorption problem going on here. All right, over 16 fibroids. These fibroids are what? The lymphatic system and built up dead tissue backing up into the fallopian tubes, backing up on the ovaries, inside the cervix. All these things are due to what? Estrogen. Estrogen is produced by what? The glands. So notice we got glands here. We talking about all glands here. Let's keep going. It says one left kidney left, meaning that you only have 3 eliminating organs, y'all. I'm gonna say 4. We can go with the colon, but I'm talking about eliminating metabolic waste. We know what eliminates micro waste, or like burgers and French fries. That's your poop. That's how you defecate in the toilet. But we talking about when my cells poop. What eliminate that waste, that metabolic waste? These are your skins. This is your skin, which is the biggest elimination organ of your body, and your 2 kidneys. She only got 1 kidney left. Now, this makes sense because she's still backed up interstitially. Now we see that her blood pressure is running very low. Well, we know that the top part of the blood pressure is systolic, y'all, right? The bottom part is diastolic. So we see the top part is the adrenal glands, the bottom part is the kidneys. These are hypoactive, meaning she don't have enough electricity or conduct electricity in her body. The reason why is because she's lacking iron and she's lacking calcium. Iron and calcium are your 2 major electrical what? Conductivity minerals. These are the trace minerals you need to convey electricity out of the body. So we need to get her adrenal glands up and running as well. And her hair does not grow. Now, if your hair don't grow, that's dealing with acids in the nervous system again. So we see this constant autonomic nervous system and parasympathetic and sympathetic suppression. All right. We seeing that what's going on. And it says her nails are brittle, going back to the calcium. Sometimes her toes are cold, meaning that she's not getting circulation down there. Now, why is her toes cold? Because for one, she's lacking iron phosphate in her body. 2, her blood is not building properly, meaning her circulation is off. So that oxygen and that iron is not going down to her feet, and she's not circulating right. So she need to get on my circulatory system low tincture. I get dizzy sometimes, and my left ear is clogged. Clogging? What's clogging? What's clogging it up? What is wax? What is ear wax? That's nothing but mucus. So, sister, you just got a lot of mucus inside of your body. That's all, and a lot of pressure, especially if you're hearing echoes. You have a lot of pressure and a lot of mucus inside of your body. What you need to do is you need to most definitely book a consultation with me, sister, ASAP. Or sign up to the website and we can go back and forth for free. You don't even got to book a consultation. We can go back and forth for free. And you're going to need my amino acid therapeutic package. That's what you're going to need. You can start off with the week 1 and 2 protocol, the amino acid therapeutic protocol 1 and 2. We're going to always give you the foundations. What are the foundations? The foundations is we work out the digestive. We always going to work out the kidneys. We're going to work out the lymphatic system, and we're going to get on them the adrenals. And then I will add things to the package that's going to go for your thyroid. That's going to go for your anemia. That's going to help get that kidney opening up and truly filtering. And it's going to regulate that blood pressure. Once you start filtering them kidneys, it's all about kidney filtration. Once you truly start filtering them kidneys, notice hair grow back and you don't have none of these problems. The worst thing anybody can do, my healers, is to attack that lymphatic system and get the lymphatic system moving, and y'all don't have them kidneys open up yet. She only got 1 kidney, so we have to do this. We have to get her sweating, but she can eliminate through her skin, and we're going to have to get her that 1 kidney filtering, but she can at least eliminate through there. All right, so that's what I recommend you do, sister. Let me take her comment off real quick, if I can. Where is it at? Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, there you go. Well, with that being said, I love y'all. Finna get up out of here. I'm glad it finally let me come back in. My website is I'm posting in the comments, y'all. www.yakiawaken. All right, I just posted my website in the chat. Make sure y'all sign up. Make sure you put your government name in. Make sure you your signature is readable. I would accept you. You can go look at all my products. Stuff getting uploaded every day. Things are changing in major ways on the website. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, and we're building a real healing community, family. So hallelujah for that. Love y'all indeed in truth. It's time to stand strong. Let's break away from these psychological locks that they got up on us. Let's get out from up under this systematic programming and the socialism programming, and let's tap back into our true healing culture, y'all. With that being said, I love y'all. Shalom, shalom. Yep, digestive, absorption, utilization, and elimination. There you go. They listening. Hallelujah. All praises. All praises. Shalom, shalom.